Watching Seth Moniz in his journey down to the beach in his opening heat a couple of days ago. Still in the water now with Reeve Hazelwood as we see Owen Wright in motion as he's just kicking off his matchup against Kolohe Andino. Amazing round of 16 action here.
About each other.
More afraid of the parking lot at Pavilions, maybe.
100%.
Oh, you gotta love it. Kai, within your peer group, though, there seems to be this fight for who's leading the torch of your generation. Still in the lead over Hazelwood. Split peak action out front. Andino driving, looking for the lip to throw the tail out into reverse, and he'll hop out. Bit of a warm-up wave for Kolohe, who looked sharp yesterday. A couple of big airs into the flats.
Plays the game super well, so I'm trying to learn all that stuff, and it's fun to put it to the test with someone like that. And luckily, it kind of just went slow at the end of the heat, and I went on a bad wave that he sold me on, and then another one didn't come. So yeah, went my way.
Connor, you're in form. You will be coming up against John in the quarterfinals. Your thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow.
Really,
I like the sound of this.
Wow. It's for me though. It's more. I feel like I came here to watch the best guys, and it's one thing watching it online. It was really important for me to come down here and do that, and I got to get my surfing up, considerably higher, because you see guys like Kolohe throwing those out at will, and I wouldn't consider doing any sort of Q campaign until I feel like my surfing is up to par with the best in the world. And who knows, maybe I'll never get there, but I'm going to try as hard as I can to do it.
As we take a look at the one he completed with that slab grab, Potts, what do you think?
I loved it. I mean, we never leave him out of that conversation, Joe, because in our eyes, Kolohe Andino is probably one of the best in the air. He's got an incredible strike rate, but he's got a lot of variations too, and not scared to try them in these big heat situations. So, for me, Kolohe's just getting better and better. The bigger and stronger he gets, I mean, he's maturing.
And they're just very different, but surfing is I would say, the trickiest. I've been working on my cutback forever now.
A lot of speed and winding up for a big tail high reverse. Kolohe Andino starting to build on his momentum against Owen Wright.
I think for me, the surfing is going at such a high level, and even watching this wave right now, maybe there might be a section on the inside for Owen, and he's an amazing aerialist as well. But really, my thoughts are, I think the guys are on a cusp of they're so good at the single rotations and all the grabs, it's really coming into the competition platform.
He's already going to be hosting his own air camp, inviting Groms to join him to learn how to do this frontside pun that he's got on lock. Owen Wright finding a left now. Snaps it off the top and kicking out. Owen, 2017 Quiksilver Pro champion, trying to repeat that effort, but he needs just a 4.74, so this is an extremely tight heat. Mikey Wright's a part of that Rookie of the Year story, even though he had about 7 events last year, 8 events. Coming off the top is Kolohe Andino.
When you get the ball rolling, get those couple of quick waves under your belt, and even post some big scores.
Now looking at Andino with some speed, and he will just step off. Anytime he looks like that on the takeoff, you're expecting something massive to come through. He's got a little bit of everything above the lip. It was almost like a few years back he started doing a lot more alley-oop rotations. Have that kind of balance to ride out and make it look so smooth. It was almost like we're almost getting numb to how well these guys pull it around for the completion. Andino will float the first section. Kolohe now just tapping the top. He'll end up being complete there, still leading over Owen Wright with 7:45 to go.
And just for him to make that maneuver, I think was really tricky, because he had to move his feet to balance everything out, and I probably would have fallen trying to adjust midair. But, those guys are just so good at adapting on the spot.
This is Owen Wright. A couple of big blows out the back on the backhand. Stands 6'3" and so nimble, so wiry. One of the best in the barrel in that event, and turning in his best results to date in his last 2 seasons on tour. Clean backhand work. Potts, what'd you love about that last tail blow?
Just how smooth he enters those maneuvers. I mean, he's such a tall guy.
He's kind of trying to I'm going to kick this into gear, and I'm going to try to create a gap between everyone, and that's dangerous if he does it.
As we see a little roll in now, 20 seconds remaining, and Andino, big carve to tail slide off the top, wrapping cutback on his last wave. Just lets out a big yell as he looks back out to the horizon. Surfs with a lot of passion, all heart. Looking to better a 6.0 Potts.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to better the 6.0, but a smart move.